Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Lean Publishing Tip of the Day live stream, where I'm going to be talking about how you can apply for a Leanpub book launch video recording session, how to prepare for it, which is very easy, and what's going to happen when we're doing the recording and what you'll get after it's all done. As usual, these Lean Publishing Tip of the Day videos are going to be accompanied by a blog post where you can find helpful links and stuff like that. If you're watching the recording of this video, which is going to be most people, please just skip ahead to the 2-minute mark. We just give people 2 minutes to kind of pop up if they're on social media or LinkedIn or wherever they found us. Including on Instagram, which I need to go click to go live. It's a separate process here. Yeah, so skip ahead to the 2-minute mark where we're going to get going, unless you want to watch me do my housekeeping, where I talk about basically you can find these Lean Publishing Tip of the Day videos on our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. You can also find them on our website at leanpub.com. If you go to the top right, you'll see a little launch section there. If you're not familiar with Leanpub, creating a book on Leanpub is really easy. Leanpub combines the book writing process with publishing and selling it, so that if you're interested in reading books, you can go to if you go to the leanpub.com website, it'll be a bookstore to you. But if you're interested in writing books, it'll be a self-publishing site for you, with all kinds of like incredible features and stuff like that. We have different writing modes for how you want to write your book. We have all kinds of cool features for promoting your book when it's completed, including the launch videos that I'm going to be talking about today. If you have any questions, you can always email the team at hello@leanpub.com, or you can find our really helpful author help center online. Just search for Leanpub Help Center and you'll find it. I think there's over 1,000 articles there, basically all of them written in response to questions that we've been asked by people like you who are either new or expert. So anyway, here we go. We're approaching the 2-minute mark. 3, 2, 1. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 2-minute mark of today's Lean Publishing Tip of the Day launch video, or a video where I'm going to be talking about our launch videos and how that all works. Obviously, if you're familiar with the world of books, you're probably familiar with the world of book launch events. These can be huge fanfare events, sort of public live events. These can be little kind of meetings at bookstores and local community centers, libraries and churches and what have you, things like that. And one thing you can obviously do nowadays very easily is record your book launch event if you're having it. And then if that recording is out there, it's very easy to publish things online now. If you have a blog, you can do it there. If you have YouTube, obviously you can do it there. If you've got a YouTube account, you can do it there for free. And then you actually, as a self-published author, you have this recording, this video that anybody can watch anywhere, anytime. It can be doing your marketing work for you when you're asleep or busy or working or something like that. It's a really great way. Having a book launch recording is a really great way to get people to discover you and your book. You can imagine if you're hesitating, should I buy this book or not? If you can click a little button to watch a short video about it, that might convert you to buying the book. In particular, a really important part of that process is learning about the author themselves, and people really like to see the author, know who they are, things like that. And our book launch videos are a great way of doing that. Let me just show you the blog post that accompanies today's Lean Publishing Tip of the Day. You can find it on our blog at leanpub.com/blog. If you don't see the article there, click the magnifying glass and type in the keywords like book launch video or something like that, and you should be able to find it, the blog post, easily there with helpful links. As we show on that page, on that blog post, if you go to the Leanpub website, I'll just go to the home page here, and then you look at the top right, you'll actually see the launch section or the launch link there. This is where you can see all our launch videos, kind of a most recent to, most oldest there. You can click on them and watch them. This is kind of, so if you do a launch video with us, your launch video will end up here. You'll end up on this page with a nice little kind of generated image for the here. And so that's what's going to happen in the end. The way to get there from, publishing your book to having a launch video recorded with us is you need to apply. And in order to apply, what you do, it's very easy, and of course it's free to apply, and it's free to record. We do all of this for free. You just go to the publish page for your book, and when you publish your book for the first time, you will get a little. I'm just going to have to wait for the process to complete, but what basically should happen is there should be a little pop-up there that I'll get, and it will be asking me if I want to apply for a launch video. All you have to do is click the button. You don't have to do anything else to apply. That puts you in the queue of applications for us to look at. One thing I would note while we're just waiting for the book publishing process to finish here, if you want to increase your chances of getting to accepted to record a book launch video, please upload a really nice looking profile picture of yourself. Um, Please also, oh yeah, here we go. We don't have a pop up anymore. We actually have an apply button at the bottom of the page, which is great. So it's just always there. I'll explain why it's important that it kind of persists in a moment, but make sure to have a good about if you want to apply for a book launch video, make sure that your book, your title looks good. You've got a subtitle on the about the book page for your book. You've written a teaser, things like that. You've got a great about the book description, that you've filled out your author profile page, so you've got a good description of yourself. You've got a picture of yourself, really important. If you don't put a picture of yourself up, I'm probably not going to accept your application. You're going to want links to social media profiles and stuff like that, especially important for like certain kinds of professionals, as LinkedIn and stuff like that. But whatever your favorite social media account is, have it linked to your Leanpub account so that it'll show up on your profile page. Have a great looking book cover, all that kind of stuff. And so what you can do is you can just click the apply button. That's all you need to do on the book publish page, and then we'll see your application. You can also find this on the if you go to your book's overview page and you go to the let me see where it is, video. If you go to the video page, you can actually also see another place where you can apply for a book launch video there, which is really great. And when we sort of see your application, what'll happen is, let me just talk about that for a second. We'll see your application, we'll evaluate it. If you get accepted, what you'll do is you'll get an email from me that with my Calendly link asking you to choose a time. There's various available times during the day, typically on weekdays. If you can't find a time that works for you because of time zone differences, please just reply to the email, say, hey, these time zones don't work for me. Tell me what time zone you're in, and what your kind of preferred times of day are, and things like that. And then we'll be able to work out on a time outside the kind of settings in Calendly. So that should be very easy. The next thing is, and then what do? So you've submitted your launch video application. It's been accepted. We've scheduled a time. What happens next? So what happens next is we're going to have a Zoom meeting. At that scheduled time, you just join the Zoom meeting as you would any other meeting. And then we'll have a little bit of chit chat, and then we'll record the launch video. The reason we use Zoom, which I think some people think is a bit old fashioned now, is that it's got really good background noise management. So whether it's me or it's you, whoever's, and the noise is on, that noise is canceled. So that's one of the reasons we continue to use Zoom. Yeah, and so you're going to want to have Zoom installed on your computer and stuff like that. When it comes to preparation, the only preparation you really need to do is to watch a couple of the launch videos from our YouTube channel or from the launch page on Leanpub. You'll see what they're like right away. They're relatively simple. I just ask you to introduce yourself and talk about your book and what it's about, and particularly who it's for. And then we just have a little conversation. My joke about these launch videos is that it goes against my nature to have short conversations, but that's the idea. I think our shortest one is actually 60 seconds, but they're typically more like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and it's just a good conversation. Obviously, I love doing these. I love talking to authors like you, people who've written books on any kind of subject all around the world. I love learning about your career and your life and things like that. Just like our readers do. So having those conversations is something I really look forward to. When it comes to preparation, again, you're the one who wrote the book. You're unlikely to need to do anything to prepare to talk about it. And yeah, all you really need to do to prepare with respect to video and background and stuff like that is what you would expect to normally do for a meeting. So there's nothing special. Don't freak out, about it or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Obviously, if you're when we're recording, it's not a live stream or anything like that. And even if it were, I would recommend being relaxed. If you need to start over, we can do that. If you need to do a second take, we can do that. That's relatively rare, I hope, because I'm sort of good at setting people at ease and stuff like that. And again, even if you're nervous, one thing you might find is that as soon as you start talking about your book, talking about it's no problem. You can definitely talk about it at length. Yeah, and so, let me just share what our, YouTube page looks like, our YouTube channel. Here we go. So this is what the YouTube channel looks like. Your video will end up so when it's done, I should talk about that. Oop, head to stage. Here we go. So there's the what the launch, page looks like on YouTube. You'll end up here. Basically, when the recording session is done, that's all you need to do. The rest is up to us. So what we do is we produce the main video. We will publish it on YouTube. We will also generate clips from it. So short clips about maybe 20 to 30 seconds. Maybe some of them will be a bit longer. We typically produce about 5 clips. Those are those clips with the two faces on top of each other with the words bouncing in between. So we publish those on YouTube as well. All this will be promoted on social media and stuff like that by us. There will also be a blog post accompanying your launch video as well. And then in the end, you might see some of this activity online before you hear from me. But in the end, all you need to do is show up for the launch video, record the session with me. At the end, you're going to get links to the blog post. You're going to get download links for the videos. You're going to get obviously a link to the main video on YouTube. You can share the links. You can share the downloaded video. You can download the video files and share them as well. All of this is in service of helping you reach new people and audiences for your book. So we do all this on our end for free, and then we hand off all these materials to you that are hopefully useful for you to promote your book. Book marketing is not easy, and having assets like this available to help you is just something we hope we can do to help you out. If you do this, please, like and subscribe yourself. Everyone matters, but also please encourage your whoever you send the video to also kind of like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Growing the community of people helps every Leanpub author, and every subscriber and every little bit of audience growth helps all of us out. So that's my little video about Leanpub launch videos. That's easy to apply. They're easy to record, and in the end, we do the work, and you get the assets from us. Again, it's going to be a full launch video, and then it's going to be some clips and stuff like that. The launch video will automatically appear on your book landing page there for people to scroll down and see. The clips will also appear there as well underneath the launch video, which is really great. And yeah, if you're a Leanpub author or you're going to be one sometime soon. Oh, I forgot one thing I wanted to mention is the reason the application button remains at the bottom of the publish page is because just because you don't get accepted the first time doesn't mean you won't get accepted in the future. We can't accept every application, obviously, so don't take it personally. But B, Leanpub books we encourage people to publish them serially or in progress, so chapter by chapter. So actually, every Leanpub book might have multiple book launches. I think the most we've actually launched videos we've done for a book is 2, maybe 3. But yeah, if you do publish a book on Leanpub, you can do more than one launch video if you're publishing serially or in progress, and I highly recommend that you do that. So hit that apply button, apply for a book launch video, and I look forward to seeing you.